became a master. No, this is a war. He's a he's a black man who have a good body, good fighter, physically very good. So Muhammad, he made him a chief of a group, and those Arab like, what the heck? An Ethiopian slave is going to be our chief? Muhammad, he said to them, even if he is an Ethiopian, who is his head is like a raisin, where made your chief. You see it? Do you see it, Muslims? Is that a statement of somebody respect black people? Hmm? What he said, Habasha, if he know Ethiopia. Habash. Okay, Habash is another name for the black. Like uh, the turkey, the bird. In Arabic, we call it Habash too, which is because it's a black bird. So they call it a Dikul Habash. So they lie to us and they give us speeches about Islam, and Islam is against Islam free slavery. In one of this is how we showed you how Muhammad, he forced a slave to be a slave again, correct? You remember the hadith, right? The guy, he freed the slave. Anyone that saved the hadith, or nobody saved it? Who many of you saved the hadith already? There's many of them, by the way. People, they free their slave. Muhammad, he forced them to be slaves again, and yet they say Islam encourage a free and slave. The man, he don't have other property except this slave. Should he have a slave? I mean, if you don't have a property, so Muhammad now he care for the master, he don't care for the slave, obviously, correct, guys? What the Muslim will say about this? They will say the guy, he don't have any other other property. So what does that mean? That means Muhammad, he care only for the free man to own property. He don't care for the slave man to have his freedom. Which one is more priceless? I mean, the guy, the free man, is a free man. At least he have something, he have his freedom. The slave, he own nothing. Do we have any Abdul want to say something? Anyone? Any Abdul? Muhammad, he owns slaves. How many of you saved the hadith about Aisha, she freed 40 slaves? Let us see how many of you save it. How many of you save it? How many of you save this hadith? They say to us Muhammad was poor. Aisha, she freed 40, not because she liked to free slaves, but because she broke an oath. Did you get the point? Otherwise, why they are still slaves until that day? So she broke an oath, and that was the real reason behind the freeing the slaves, not because now she feared Allah will punish her, because now she broke the oath. So how Aisha, and from where she had 40 slaves to free? If this is the number of she freed, and remember this is number 40, I mean 40 is a holy number for the Muslims. In order to free 40, what does that mean? You have 400s, 4,000s, 40 slaves one shot. And they lie to us. They say that Muhammad was a very poor man. I mean, do you see how poor Aisha she is? If every wife have only 40 slaves, how many slaves Muhammad? But Aisha she have many. She only freed 40. Let us say this. Assume, which is not a right number, every wife of Muhammad she have 40. X 13. They have 520 slaves. Only the wives he have. 520 female slaves. By the way, those are females. As some reference claim. Any Muslim want to say something? So I am a very poor person, but I'm going to give out today 40 cars. Do you see how poor I am? I'm very poor. My name is Prophet Muhammad. I borrow money from a Jewish neighbor, brother, and I gave him my sword, brother, in order to give me money, brother. But my wife, she freed in one day 40 slaves. And why she freed them? Not because she's a good woman. No, because she disobey Allah. Muslims, they free slaves when they commit a crime. It's a punishment, not a reward. Like if a Muslim he kill a Muslim by mistake, huh? Now he commit a crime against Allah. So the slave is like a chicken, give a chicken out. How are you, Joko? Joko, why you are saying why you are calling me names? Guys, we have a Muslim in the text. He is saying he's upset. Joko, why you're upset? Is it true that Aisha she freed 40 slaves just because she broke an oath? From where she got the 40 slaves, Abdul? I will give you three options. Aisha she got the 40 slaves from YouTube. She downloaded them from YouTube. Aisha she received 40 slaves from the cable company. Or Aisha she bought those slaves. Or maybe she captured them. Where she got the 40 slaves? Any Muslim? I'm going to free 40 slaves, guys, but I'm very poor. Joko is an Indonesian, Abdul. What I can do for you, Indonesian Abdul? The only thing you can say to me, you are a liar. I'm showing you the hadith number, and it says Bukhari in the screen, and this is Sahih. So what I will do now? I mean, look at them. I show them the reference. I read it for them. I open their website. I read their translation, and that still they say to me, you are a liar. If you open a Muslim brain, what you will find inside, especially if he is listening to Christian Prince, he will find inside a repeated sale. It says liar, 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 to convince himself that he is not hearing me. I'm showing you. This is your translation. This is your website. This is your book. This is your reference. And still you say to me, liar. And look, this hadith with significant value, obviously. Significant value. Like, uh, uh, last time when I was in Asia, this is in China, an idiot, he started telling me about, he said, many people, they say things about Islam and not true, and about Arab because they hate Arab. And he was talking to me, he was talking to me, and he make me like sound like I hate Arab. And then I said to him, do you know that I am an Arab? He said, what? you know look at those idiots. In order to make you look bad, they make you like, okay, obviously you are racist, you hate the Arab. I am an Arab, you idiot. Maybe I hate myself. You want to be a prophet? That's very easy. First of all, ask somebody to do black magic for you. So you imagine that you had sex and you never done such a thing. And that is a clear sign of you being a prophet. You are getting ready, very close, almost there. Look at this translation here. Look at this hadith. Guys, read with me this hadith. Who won this hadith? Who won this hadith? They came to the Messenger of Allah and they said to him, women have become emblonded toward their husbands. He, the prophet, gave a permission to beat them. Who won this hadith? And guess what? This is sahih. Because they will say to you, it's weak. Just you show it to them, they will say to you, right, automatically, it's weak. Brother, it's weak. Guaranteed, brother, it is weak. No, it's not. Here we go. This is the link. And the women who complain about their husbands are the bad women, by the way, if you read the hadith carefully. Where are you, Jogo? Jogo, why you do not say liar yet? This is something fishy about Jogo. Until now, he did not say to me liar. Jogo, are you okay? You made me worry, brother, now. I hope you are doing fine, brother. I feel something missing if a Muslim don't say you're a liar. There's something wrong. Like, what's happening? Something fishy, huh? What happened? Any Abdul? So if the wife complains about their husbands, we beat them? What if the husband is a garbage guy? Huh? What does that mean? If the wives are complain about their husbands, we beat them. He did say that? Okay, now I feel better. Thank you, Jaco. I appreciate you, Jogo. Hey, Jogo, I'm going to go to Indonesia and I'm going to visit you. I will give you I will give you my book and I will sign a special autograph for you. It says liar. Hmm? By the way, Jogo, your name is a close from the Geigo. Do you know what? You know what? Yesterday we spoke about, right? You know what will happen to the lizard, right? Gygo. Maybe this guy is a you know. By the way, who knows what was the job of the prophet father? Who knows, as long we are talking about this word here, who knows what the prophet father job? Anyone knows? According to Muslim, not according to me. No, he was a gigolo. You see, we remind that Jigo or Gaigo. According to Muslims, he was a gigolo. He sleep with women for money. Well, if you have my book, you see a reference. Get my book, The Deception of Allah, because this is all in Arabic, you know. You cannot find those things in English. This is why my book is like a walking, talking library. Tons of reference English. And the sister of Waraq ibn Nawfal, she offered him 100 camel to sleep with her. I will do it for half a price, Waraqah sister. 100 camel, I will take 50. I will take 45. I mean, what a holy prophet. And they say to you that the prophet is coming from a holy or noble family. Noble family, and the father, he get paid for sex? Do you see how noble he is? What kind of man he get paid for sex? That's mean he's a whore. Whore is not only a woman, by the way. Whore can be a man. And actually, the man who sleep with the whore, which means he pay for sex, he's a whore too. But in this case, Muhammad father is getting paid for sex. Hey Jogo, don't you want to say liar? I miss you, my friend. Please don't forget to say that. The lizard is the enemy of Allah. As you see, the prophet even he announced a reward, like the most wanted criminal in Islam is a lizard. And if you kill him from the first shot, Allah will give you top reward. If you kill him from the second shot, Allah will give you half reward. If you kill him from the third shot, that's mean you are stupid Abdul. I mean, what's wrong with you? Either you need to change your glasses or you need to go to training. It's just a lizard. Why you cannot kill him from the first shot? Debate Jogo in Arabic. This guy is Indonesian. How I'm going to debate him in Arabic? He prayed to his God in Arabic, but yet he don't speak Arabic. And why this animal is the enemy of Allah? Because when Abraham was in fire, all the animals in the wood, they tried to stop the fire, including the turtle. The turtle was there. The turtle was like so fast, bringing water and spit at Abraham. Bring water from the river, go all the way to the river and come back. All the turtles. And you know, the turtles are the best to work in fire department. So all animals, including Miss Turtle, except Mr. Lizard. Mr. Lizard, he was blowing wind, so he will burn Prophet Muhammad. Jogo, you are fluent in Arabic? Give me your Skype, Jogo. I will call you. Just because you're Indonesian. Special treatment. This is story related with Prophet Abraham. We know that. But where do you get this story from? Do you really, Abdul, do you really believe that Mr. Geigo, he did that? I mean, don't you think the story is so wide and Hard to believe. I mean, your prophet is really is a good storyteller, man. So you are telling us that this guy, let me show you what we are talking about. Oh boy. Your prophet telling us that this guy was trying to kill Prophet Abraham. Is that true? Jogo, do you really believe in this? That this guy, he was trying to burn Prophet Abraham. Are you there, Jogo? By the way, after I learned this story, I called the insurance company and I said to them, "Do you have insurance against fire of Geigo and lizard?" They said, "What?" I said, "Insurance, lizard insurance. Do you have lizard insurance?" The stupid insurance companies never heard of this before. Stupid insurance companies in America. They do not know that every little lizard is a dragon. They have fire from their mouth. They burn you. Actually, I have a lizard in the back of my yard. I captured him and I tied him from his tail just for the purpose of barbecue. Each time I want to make a barbecue, I put the chicken in the front of him and he open his mouth, he burn it. And this is a true story. I have witnesses. I have Aisha as a witness. I have Abu Bakr as a witness. I mean, all of them, they are dead. Don't ask me to bring them. Hmm? So this guy was burning the Prophet Abraham. He's in the size of my finger. Abdul, are you serious that this guy was trying to burn Prophet Abraham? We have to admit. We have to admit this must be a true story. Proven.